Hi, this is Sunil Manji, Senior Principal Solution Architect at Elastic. Today I'll be doing a short demonstration on how to integrate Azure Key Vault with Azure Kubernetes Service. And why this all matters to Elastic is because I have Elastic deployed on Kubernetes and I want to store my license, my Elasticsearch license, within Azure Key Vault and have that synced as a secret on AKS. So this is a short demonstration on how to do it incredibly quickly. So first, I have an instance of Elastic launched on Kubernetes already. I'm going to go down to DevTools, and I want to take a look at what's the license. And you can see here that the license that's deployed, if you just go to Elastic's documentation and launch the Kubernetes service, you'll be given the basic license. Now, to apply a license, it's pretty darn simple. If you go to the Elastic documentation, you'll see that you just create a Kubernetes kind secret and put the license file here. Now I understand if some may be uncomfortable putting the license file right here, they rather store it in Azure Key Vault. So that's what we're going to do and have that Key Vault synced over to AKS. So in order to do this, let's start with the base. I already have Elasticsearch on Kubernetes up and running, and it's with the basic license. So now what I want to do is I want to create a key vault, right? And I'm going to run this command on CLI. You have to have the Azure CLI installed, and as long as you do, and you're authenticated, you can run the create key vault. And here my key vault name is Sunman AKV, and within a certain resource group, right, and the location. Next, after you've created the key vault, all you have to do is add the secret. So in this scenario, I have a file called eslicense.json, and I want to apply my Elasticsearch license. I want to add that as a secret within my key vault that I just created. So you can see here, key vault, secret set, and I'm going to call the secret eslicense. This is important because you'll see in the next couple steps where I reference this. And then the license file. So I run this, and it will then create a secret with the Elasticsearch license set. Next, I want to synchronize the Azure Key Vault with Azure Kubernetes Service. So how do I do that? There's an awesome Helm chart that's built for us, which is AKV to AKS. And if you scroll down here to installing on Azure Kubernetes Service, incredibly simple. You create a namespace, you add the repo, you update, and you do an upgrade, and you have it all up and running. So how does that look on my local machine? Basically the same steps, right? You create, I didn't change anything from what the documentation told us. I create the namespace, add the chart, update, and then upgrade. So once I've done that, now I want to add a secret. I want to create a synchronization, between AKV and AKS. So here I named my YAML AKVS Elastic License Secret Sync. Doesn't matter what you call it. But here what's important is it looks similar to this. The pieces that may be different on your side is, well, what's very important is that you have to have the labels. That's how we apply the license, right? So you must have the label here under metadata. And what namespace you want to apply this to. Obviously, where the operator is running, the Elasticsearch Kubernetes operator. And then here in the vault, you want to give it a name. Obviously, in the steps prior to in the video, I showed that I had a vault name Sunman AKV. And then obviously, I stored the secret, and the name of the secret is eslicense. It's a type secret. And then when I store this in when I synchronize this as a secret within Kubernetes, I want the secret name to be ECK license, and I want the data to be the license, how it shows up, the license itself. Pretty simple. So now that I have my file, my YAML file filled out accurately, I'm going to apply it here. And you can see that it was created. And now if I do a cube get secrets, you should see that the ECK license, in fact, is there. So if we go back over to DevTools, remember when I ran this earlier, you saw it in basic. So let's go ahead and run this again. See, and you can see here that the enterprise, it is now upgraded to enterprise. And I'll end with one last interesting piece. So let's say you take the license away. So here we'll just delete it, right? We'll just run q control delete -f, and I'm going to delete the actual secret, which what I ran earlier. So now it's deleted, and I'm going to check get secrets, and it no longer exists. So now we have to go back to Kibana and verify that it went from, obviously we had basic when we first installed it. I applied the license, and it was upgraded to enterprise, and now I removed the license. And now I remove the license and it's back to basic. So we kind of did a full round trip. So what did we do today? We have a license file and we applied it to the Azure within Azure Key Vault as a secret. We brought that Azure Key Vault over to AKS using a really cool repo, AKV to K8S, and we used that and then to bring the Key Vault over. And then we used a sync, a YAML file, which basically synchronized the secrets within the vault over to my AKS cluster, which essentially had the Elasticsearch license. And that Elasticsearch license was applied because it was applied at the operator scope. And now my ECK cluster was upgraded to the correct license. Hope that was useful. Till next time.